The way you speak to yourself has a powerful influence on stress, motivation, and emotional balance. This inner tone often operates automatically and goes unnoticed, yet it shapes how you experience challenges and setbacks. Many people assume that being hard on themselves is necessary for improvement. In reality, a harsh inner voice often increases pressure, reduces clarity, and makes it harder to recover from difficulty. Mindfulness helps you become aware of this inner dialogue and relate to it differently. Self-compassion in mindfulness does not mean avoiding responsibility or lowering standards. It means responding to difficulty with clarity and steadiness, rather than self-criticism. This creates the conditions for learning and change. Inner tone matters because it affects the nervous system. A critical inner voice can activate stress responses, while a supportive or neutral tone can help the body settle and think more clearly. Mindfulness brings awareness to this inner tone. Once you notice how you are speaking to yourself, you gain the option to adjust it. Self-compassion begins with recognition. You notice when you are struggling and acknowledge it without judgment. This is not indulgence, it is accuracy. Now we will practice mindfulness with self-compassion in a structured way. Sit comfortably, with your spine upright but relaxed. Allow your shoulders to soften and your hands to rest naturally. Take a moment to settle into your posture. Bring your attention to your breathing. Notice the natural rhythm of the inhale and the exhale. You are not changing the breath, just noticing it. Now bring attention to your inner dialogue. Notice any thoughts or phrases you are directing toward yourself in this moment. You do not need to analyze them. Simply notice their tone. If the tone feels neutral or supportive, acknowledge that. If it feels critical or harsh, acknowledge that as well, without judgment. Now gently introduce a neutral and supportive phrase. You might silently say, "This is a moment of difficulty," or "I am noticing struggle right now." Choose a phrase that feels natural and simple. As you repeat this phrase quietly, notice how your body responds. You may notice subtle softening or a sense of steadiness. There is no need to force any change. If your mind wanders, notice that and gently return to the phrase and the breath. Continue this practice for several minutes, allowing awareness and a supportive inner tone to coexist. If at any point the phrase feels artificial, return attention to the breath or to the physical sensation of sitting. Self-compassion does not require forcing words. Stay with this practice for a few more moments. Now allow the practice to come to an end. Take 1 or 2 natural breaths and notice how you feel. This was a formal practice of self-compassion and inner tone. You practice noticing how you relate to yourself and offering a more balanced response. Mindfulness with self-compassion also includes informal practice during daily life. Here is a simple informal practice you can try today. When you notice self-criticism arising, pause briefly and acknowledge the difficulty. Silently say, "This is hard," or "I am doing the best I can in this moment." Then continue with your activity. This pause may take only a few seconds, but it can reduce unnecessary pressure. For daily practice, set aside 2 to 5 minutes to practice noticing your inner tone and introducing a supportive phrase, just as you did now. You can do this during or after a challenging moment. If you forget to practice, notice that without judgment. Returning is part of the practice. Consistency matters more than intensity. Regular awareness helps create a more supportive internal environment over time. As you move through the day, remember this core idea. How you speak to yourself matters. Awareness allows you to respond to difficulty with clarity rather than criticism. This skill supports long-term practice and prepares you for building consistency and integration in the final chapter.